Alright, let's take a 3-minute journey through the fascinating world of afterlife beliefs in ancient civilizations. Imagine being alive thousands of years ago, staring up at the night sky and wondering, what happens when I die? That question shaped entire cultures, rituals, and even empires. Let's start in ancient Egypt. Egyptians didn't see death as the end, but more like a pit stop. The soul, or Ka, would leave the body and travel through the underworld, facing all sorts of challenges. If you passed the test, your heart weighed lighter than a feather, you got to chill in the field of reeds, their version of paradise. If not, well, let's just say a crocodile-headed monster might eat your soul. Yikes. It's no wonder mummification was such a big deal. They wanted to be ready for the afterlife, not just in spirit, but in body too. Now let's hop over to ancient Mesopotamia. Their afterlife wasn't quite as inviting. The Sumerians and Babylonians believed everyone, good or bad, went to a gloomy underworld called Kur. Picture a dusty cavern with no escape, where you exist as a shadow of your former self. Not much motivation to behave, but hey, everyone's equal in the end, right? Meanwhile, in ancient Greece, things were more complicated. You've heard of Hades? It was divided. Heroes might end up in the Elysian Fields, a place of eternal happiness. The average person, though, got sent to the Asphodel Meadows, a kind of limbo. And if you were a real troublemaker, you'd be suffering in Tartarus, a deep pit of torment. The Greeks even placed coins on the eyes of the dead, payment for Charon, the ferryman who'd carry you across the river Styx. Forget to pay? You're stuck wandering the shore. The ancient Chinese had their own twists. Ancestor worship was huge, and the afterlife was a reflection of life on Earth. Your family's offerings and rituals could influence your comfort in the spirit world. They believed in realms like Du, a sort of purgatory where souls faced judgment. But, with enough good deeds and support from the living, you'd eventually move on to a better place, maybe even reincarnate. Across the Atlantic, the Maya believed in Xibalba, an underworld filled with trials. But their kings and heroes could ascend to the stars, literally becoming constellations. For them, death was another adventure, one full of cosmic stakes and mythical journeys. So why does this matter? Because every ancient civilization tried to answer the same big question, what comes after? And in doing so, they shaped everything from burial practices to art, and even the way they governed. Next time you see a pyramid, a tomb, or an old legend, remember, it's not just about death. It's about humanity's endless search for meaning, and our hope that the story doesn't end when the credits roll.